Okay, the recording for the Special Project Standing Building Committee for August 29th has begun.
Okay. So the meter is called to order, 5:15 exactly. The agenda, second item on the agenda is to review and approve the minutes of July 25th, 2022. Presume that everybody's had a chance, I think, to look it over maybe, hopefully.
I did have one question, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? I know we went through them and I didn't see this. On, let's see, what is it? Number 4, the second to last paragraph, he said the balance owed is $96,580, additional retainage of $93,281. Silktown's application this month is like 900 and something thousand, so I'm thinking we're missing a digit there.
Oh, okay.
I didn't write that down last time. Remember, I had said I don't really have the numbers, but
can Ken Lindsay answer that?
I'm sorry. What was the question? You broke up there for a second.
The last at the last meeting, we talked about Silktown's application number 3. It said. He said this is a progress payment, and through this invoice, 66% of the project is complete. He said the balance owed is $96,580, and additional retainage is $93,281. So I'm thinking that $96,580 should be 900 and something thousand.
Yes, you are correct. Yes, because as you mentioned, the current application from Silktown is $917,478. And 34 cents. So yeah,
right. So I don't know what that number is, though. Does anybody have that? Because I don't have those hard copies.
If you bear with me for 1 second, I could dig out the previous application.
That would be great. It's application number 3, actually.
Okay, hang on, folks.
Hey, Jen, while we're waiting, the next paragraph down from that. I don't think Rich's wife was here that day.
I'm sorry, say that again?
The paragraph just below what Jane was referring to, I don't think Rich's wife was here. I think Rich was here. It says
Miss Special. Ah.
I'm so sorry.
But she might have...
No, because the dog was there, so I was confused.
Yes. See, that's a test if you all read it, so thank you.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I get that. This is, sorry.
I was jumping on top of that, Ken, but if you have it, go ahead. I got it.
Yes. The amount certified for pay application number 3 was $458,137.50. And the amount left over...
The balance owed without the retainage, before retainage.
Okay, the balance before retainage was $1,772,339.00 on application number 3.
Oh, that's weird.
No. It's back to line current payment due.
Yeah, the current payment last go around was $458,137.50.
Yeah, I have that, but the one does 1.7 make sense? Because then it's 1.4 this time, right? And then that would be like 300,000 more. I don't know. You're looking at the paper, though, so I'm not looking at the paper. I'm just thinking it should be 900 and something thousand. Let me see.
Yeah, again, the current payment is the 917 with a remainder to finish, including retainage of 162 $599.33.
That's the current one. Jane,
That's
Right, but I'm talking about on application number 3.
Jane,
Yeah.
on application 3, the balance.
Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking at number 3 right now. This is Chuck. The balance to finishing retainage is $1,053,861,
With or without retainage?
including retainage.
Okay, because we have and additional retainage. So we could just change the whole line to balance owed or whatever we want to say, but I know those numbers aren't right. Let me go back.
I'm looking at the, document, application number 3. It does say total retainage, $93,281.
No, I think that part is right. Okay, let me find it. There's so many different things from last time.
You may total is $1,053,861, including retainage of $93,281. That solved the problem.
Yeah, 90. Total earned. No, total. Yeah, that 1772 is not the number that it says. What's current payment due? Balance to finish, including retainage. So it's that number. It's $1,053,861 minus the retainage amount, which is
$93,281.
Right. So that's 900 and something thousand. Does anybody? Do you see what I'm saying? Let me go to my calculator. Sorry, I have to read it sideways on my computer.
Yeah, so it would be $960,580 minus the retainage. If we were to subtract the $1,053,000 minus the 93, it comes to $960,580.
965,000.
No, 960,580. $960,580.
Okay, so there was a zero missing. That's it. I figured it was just one digit because it was like the right numbers, but not quite. All right. So the 96. All right. So Jennifer, we could please change 96,580 to 960,580.
Got it. Thank you.
Sorry about the bit of confusion there.
No, I know. I should have I should have gone back and looked it up. I figured somebody had it right, would have it right, like good old paper. I missed the paper. Sorry. Okay.
Jane, would you go back to Roman numeral number 3, just the second paragraph, and if you're happy with the way it's written, I'm okay with it. I just got a little confused reading through it.
All right, wait. Now I got to go back to the other thing. Hang on, I got to get back into where we are. Oh, that's the agenda. Okay, which paragraph?
The second paragraph of Roman numeral 3.
Second paragraph, Roman numbers. Purcell asked for anything had to be changed in ed spec. Yeah, that was kind of confusing. To allow for single membrane at that condition. He said, speaking of the he's getting MPES group materials now getting credit for it after changing to a different material. The Spellfest liquid flashing was used for multi-purpose. Yes, and said he's happy with the progress. Ed spec was only changed for the flashing. He said it was allowed to change for single membrane. Then the ed spec was changed but wasn't utilized. Yeah, that is my understanding. Is Sal on there yet? Are you here, Sal?
I am on.
Okay. Does that make sense to you? That paragraph?
Which one are you what are you looking at?
Section 3, paragraph 2. When I was asking you about the ed spec, and you said that they did change the ed spec, but then you ended up not utilizing it because you were having a hard time with the company, and you were happy with the product of just using a different material? Okay.
Let me reread it, and I'll see if it's... Just give me a second, please.
It's
The
a little
language is
confusing,
a
but
little challenged. The language is a little challenged here. I would say that Ms. Morbido said Board of Ed changed the ed spec to allow for single membrane, period. It wasn't at any specific condition, they just allowed for it. He said, speaking with the roofing company, he was getting into an impasse with roofing materials, but the Board of Ed is now getting credit. So what I would put there is, when speaking with the roofing company, he was getting into an impasse regarding roofing material credits. Period. Drop the rest of the sentence. Mrs. Purcell asked if liquid flashing was used with multi-layered roof. Mr. responded yes, period, and said that he was happy. It should be happy, not happier, with the progress. Mr. Purcell asked if the ed spec was only changed for the flashing. Yeah, we got into too much detail here. Mrs. Purcell asked if the ed spec was changed only for the flashing. Ms. Morbido said it was to allow a change to single membrane. Mrs. Purcell then clarified that the ed spec was changed, but it was not utilized. That would be fine. Just a couple of little word changes that I set up above. Do you want me to redo that, Jen?
I think I got it.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
just shortening two sentences and changing happier to happy.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Jennifer, you're all set with that?
Yes.
Yeah, it was confusing to try to
Okay.
explain that. We tried, right, Jen?
Yeah.
We're gonna make-
I ran it
make
by
a mo-
Jane. She's such a big
Yeah,
help.
we
Jane
were
gets
trying.
credit, so.
I was trying to make that clear, but yeah, okay. Is there anything else?
Anybody have anything else?
No, that was it on my end.
Okay. All right. I make a recommendation that the changes as employed by Jennifer be approved. Do I
I'll
have a
second the motion. I'll second that motion.
Okay, I have a second. Well, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I think that was everybody. I'm not sure. But,
That's all four of us.
okay. Let's move on to the next item. Number 3 is, Sal, if you'd be kind enough to update us on the project.
Sure. The project is going well. Right now, they are finishing up some edge metal details, but that should be wrapped up by the end of this week. The roof is complete. All the rooftop units that were to be raised were raised, have been restarted. The building is nice and cool, so we're in good condition there. I have a couple of change orders to talk to you about tonight. They're minor in the overall scheme of things. And we're basically done with the roof. We have a punch list walkthrough scheduled for, we just changed it. We changed it to next Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. We will be doing the punch list inspection, myself, the architect, and the contractor. So we had a very successful job.
Awesome.
Would anybody be interested in going to do the walkthrough? Anybody on the committee?
Wasn't I thought we weren't allowed to do that.
Yeah, I think we're allowed to do it. I've done it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm not hearing anybody, so we'll just,
Yeah, I'm back at work. I'm back at work this Wednesday.
okay.
When is it? It's this coming Wednesday?
Wednesday, I think he said.
Yes, Wednesday, September
Not
7th.
this Wednesday, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Yeah.
That's even worse.
Okay. All right. So it's not going to happen. Gerald Foley is not going to have anything to say because he's home sick, as I mentioned earlier.
He's home
so-
sick? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
Yeah,
hear.
since Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah. So.
Rich, I'm on. It's Al.
Oh, hey, Al.
Oh, okay. All right. Good, Al. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're just about ready to take a look at the invoices that were submitted that I did get from Gerald last week, and I'll just start out with the AIA document number, application number 4, which is a pretty hefty amount, for $917,478.34. Ken, you have signed this, and I would assume that there's been some discussion with Sal and Gerald that everything is in order here, right?
Yes, that is correct. And also I'll add that Sal and I walked the roof with the contractor last Tuesday prior to the issuance of this application, and we agree that it is fair and up to date to where the contractors are at this point.
Okay. Anything, Sal, on your comments?
No, I'm happy with the invoice. This is a reasonable amount for the work that has been done.
All right. We can make a recommendation. We approve application number 4 on AIA document in the amount 917-478-34. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 Motion's carried. We have another invoice, small invoice, Silver Petroselli. Their invoice number 22-0853, dated August 1, 2022, in the amount of $1,335. Recommend approval of this payment.
I'll second it.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. Motion's carried, approved. That's basically all I have as far as approving invoices.
No, you also have, Rich, you also have a Silver Petroselli invoice
Addition
for
to this one here?
$13.35.
Yeah, I just did this.
We just did
I'm
it.
Sorry.
Okay, no.
The next thing, did anybody look at, I know Gerald's not here, but did anybody look at his spreadsheet?
Yeah, I did. I went over with Sal earlier today. I tried to get a hold of Gerald, but couldn't. But Sal and I did go over it. And it's okay to me.
Okay. All right, because I was confused, but now that we made,
The adjustment.
if there was 969, it's still current POs balance remaining to date. I still don't know why it doesn't seem that okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Silktown Roofing, the first section there.
Yep.
And I'm wondering why 1282 doesn't seem like it would add up with the 917,000 that we just approved, because I know that's not on there. And then we have a balance to finish of something a lot less. So that number doesn't seem right to me.
Well, it could be that I don't have the invoice in front of me. It
Yeah.
could be that the change orders are not yet logged onto their.
Right, but no, the
and
change
that
orders,
could be-
the change orders that have already been approved are listed there, not the ones we're talking about tonight. But, so if you look at the end of their, the breakout from application number 4, the retainage is 141,000, balance of work is 21,000, so that's like 160, right? And then they just billed for 900, so it should be like, $1,060,000, not like 1.2. So I don't know what is wrong, but that number I don't know where that number comes from, but it does not look right to me. You see the change orders are up above? Oh,
Okay.
those are the deducts. And then the other 3 change orders are in there. And then the amounts we've paid. So in other words, we just agreed to pay him $917, and then the balance to finish is like another $160. So that's like $1 million.
The deviation, I can see where the deviation is.
Okay.
If you look at application number 1, he did not carry it over in the extended balance to date. So I believe he's missing an entry. So I'd have to go through the actual spreadsheet. This is a PDF.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It looks like something's missing there.
Oh, it didn't. Yeah, it looks like it didn't go all the way across. Expended balance to date, maybe.
Yeah.
Should there be another 202? That's about the amount of the difference, right? 200,000.
I don't know, because the third one is let's see, 456. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
what
like
it is.
he's
I think you're right.
I think he's missing that 202 entry.
Yep. Okay. So spreadsheet.
So if you take off that 202, you're at $1,080,000. You take off the retainage, you're down to your 917 number probably.
Yeah, but then doesn't that end up coming off at the end? Because it says available balance is 132. All those numbers are going to go up, aren't they? Or no, I'm sorry, the 1282 you're saying is right. It's missing next to it. I hope.
Okay. I hope too. So. Well, we haven't, everything was working out. We haven't overextended our purchase order. So
that's obviously my fear.
Definitely, and I'm going to make that better tonight when we get to the change orders tonight. So.
Yes, I saw there was change orders, so I know that, but that number didn't make sense based on what was.
Yep. So we'll have to. Yeah, without the live.
Yeah, this has got to match with the applications for payment, obviously. So.
Yeah, the point of this, point of this exercise is to show we're not overexpending the bond, because we have more than just Silver Petrocelli and Silktown. We also have a couple of purchase orders out for Roger Ludlow, for Sherman and McKinley.
Right.
Because they were also on that bond.
Right. I see all of that. That all makes sense. It hasn't been spent yet, but it's in there. But I just want to make sure that those numbers make sense, because, as I said, I don't know. Even if you add that, I understand what you're saying about not carrying from application number 1.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we just approved 917,000 with a balance to finish of one. So why is that number? Did that 202? Is that one of those things that got paid somewhere else?
No, I don't believe so.
No. Okay. So that somebody's got to look at that compared to the.
This document is supposed to allay fears instead of causing them, so I'm a little annoyed that it's not proofed, but all I can tell you is we have not overexpended. The G702 shows we haven't exceeded our contract with Silktown. So I know we're in good shape. And
Okay.
Silktown and Silver's number in comparison to the construction cost is, in the 3% range. So it's can't be that far off. Is basically where we are. So.
Okay. Can we ask when Gerald? I realize if he's sick, but when Gerald comes back, can this get corrected and reissued to us?
This will have to be corrected.
Yep. Yeah. It'll get.
But
there's nothing to improve this. We'll just get it corrected.
No, I know there's nothing to approve, but I mean, we're it's an attachment, and we can't just let it slide if it doesn't make sense.
No. As soon as he comes back, it'll straighten out. Sal, just a reminder on those change orders with the ladders and stuff we spoke about. Are you going to go for that?
Yeah. Once we get by this document.
Okay.
we could get into the PCOs.
Yeah. All right. This is held until we get Gerald back, and we'll have that matter all addressed and a new spreadsheet, as I call it, published.
Yeah.
Okay.
The items are the next document is PCO number 6. And this was some work that proceeded on T&M. One of the doors out to roof, I believe it was roof K, lack of a better term, it was just an item that was not picked up in the construction documents. The sill of the door needed to be raised up. We discussed how it would be done. It's not a huge amount, so we agreed that it could be time and material. So the Silktown letter for PCO number 6 is the summation. If you jump 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 items down, 5, there are backup documents from Summit Masonry for the work that they did, and then a backup sheet for the extra work that Silktown did on raising that door sill. So that work is complete. Both myself and Ken are happy with it. I've reviewed this with Rich. He was happy with that. Next item.
Hey, Sal, just for the record.
Yes.
Sal, just
sure.
for the record, Roof 8.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. Is that Al?
No, it's Chuck. Just for the record,
Right.
It's Roof H. Okay.
H, correct. I'm sorry about that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was confused.
So
I have a bad connection tonight too.
So they connect the hang on a second. It might be my headphones. Hang on a second. I'm going to pull them out. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me better now?
No, I don't think it's on your end, Al, because it was before you even came on. For me, anyway. But
all right.
I'm getting. I mean, I can hear. It's just breaking up a lot.
There's a problem, but sorry about that. And I've done what I can. All right. So
yeah.
PCO number 6 was approved as 45, 49, and 49 cents. The next one was for some credits. The PCOs that you approved last time that included liquid flashing. Turned out that they did not use as much as they anticipated. So since it was still sealed up and everything, they gave us a credit of $14,810 for not using the liquid flashing. They also gave us back the allowance that we had in for field deck or wet insulation replacement. That's a deduct of $17,280. So the total credit that they're giving us is $32,090.43. That was an easy one, and Rich showed up and approved that one. He didn't have a problem approving the credit. So then this PCO number 8, we did not accept, and I'll explain that. There were some roof ladders on the project that needed to be modified because of the change of insulation height and profile of the roof. We looked them over, brought out the welder, and it turned out that in the discussion, one of them needed to be so heavily modified that the welder said, gee whiz, it'd be simpler if I just made you a new ladder. It'd be cheaper. So Silktown gave us this proposal, which was to give us one new ladder and modify 2 other ones. And that was just a few cents under $6,600. What that didn't do was help us. We have one poorly placed ladder down to roof L. So we looked at that a little bit closer because we weren't happy with the placement of the existing ladder. It was too close to a shear edge of the building. It just was terrible all around.
It was a safety.
Yeah, it was a safety thing. So we looked at them, found a better place for the ladder. It was a little bit of a taller ladder, but it was in a better placement away from the edge of the building. So all told, if we replaced all 3 ladders, it would be $12,223. So that is a little bit about $5,600 more for getting all new OSHA conforming ladders. So we thought that was money well spent, and Rich approved that PCO. And that's what we have tonight. Like I said, these were all underneath the $15,000 rule. So Rich approved them so that we can keep moving along. The only other thing that comes up after this is there will be a change order to rectify the bond amount, which will be a small dollar number, and that will be done at the end of the job, and we do that to make sure we get all of our state reimbursement.
Okay, any questions for anybody on the committee?
It's Al, So Sal, the new ladders, they're gonna extend above the roofs like 3 feet. That's an OSHA rule, right? Like they're gonna have enough to go up and step to the side instead of the old-fashioned way. Yeah, okay, that's just curious. Thanks.
Yep. We're gonna have proper extensions, proper width, proper rungs. Everything's different. Not 20 years later from when it was built. Everything's different with ladders.
Yep. Yep. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sal, Chuck Oliver, just a quick question. So, I'm sure I understood. 6, 7, and 9 were approved and they were performed, and 8 was not approved?
8 was not approved. That was their first proposal to me, and that prompted us to get PCO number 9. So 8 is void, 9 is good.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm confused on that, and you were breaking up. PCO 9 was not approved, I thought you said.
8 was not.
I thought you said the one that was approved was the $6,000 one. So that's incorrect? It's the $12,000 one that was approved?
$12,000.
Okay.
And all these will be reflected in the next requisition?
They'll be placed in the next requisition. So ideally, the next requisition takes everything to 100% and leaves retainage, and then the following application after that would be for all the retainage, which we would release once we got the manufacturer's warranty and the closeout documents and all that good stuff.
Right, okay.
Okay, anything further, like, anybody? Okay,
No, thank you.
the new business, or item number 5 is new business. Sal, if you would, we were talking about future projects, and if you just could inform the committee on what's on the agenda, on your horizon.
The next projects are a little bit different from the last time we talked about it. We will be doing Sherman. The Sherman design is about 75% done at this point. The second roof that we will be doing next summer will be Riverfield. We preempted doing McKinley because we're having substantial problems with the roof at Riverfield. We've done some extensive repairs to get us through the school year, but it gave up the ghost, so it's a zombie roof right now, as they say. It needs to be replaced sooner than McKinley does. So we will be doing Riverfield next summer and Sherman next summer, and we hope to have that all out to bid, hopefully by Thanksgiving to Christmas time, so that we don't run into any material delays or anything like that.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Okay. Anybody, anything further? We're all good? That. Okay, next item, 6, old business.
Oh, the dog has old. The dog has old.
Those are my Bellas.
Oh.
Okay. So, no old business to discuss, apparently. All right, then I make a motion that we move to adjourn.
Seconded.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, thanks everybody, appreciate it.